likes, all y'all's kind words, all y'all shares, subscribes, gifts, donations. Just the fact that y'all, again, appreciating me, I appreciate you too. Believe that. Grand Rising, so look. First and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set your mind to. You understand me? Also, I do have to give you a brief disclaimer. I do want to ask you to step outside of yourself to receive your message, as well as I only want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, you're going to get it through other people, all right? Also, y'all already know my voice too raspy and too deep to be whispering, all right? So this about the time that you probably want to hit that volume. So let's talk. Chosen ones. I want you to have a flashback to your childhood, right? So growing up, either this has been an experience for you, or you witnessed this experience to somebody else or other people. You understand me? Whether or not that was a show or whether or not that was just based upon one-on-one interactions. See, growing up, chosen ones, you may have been a child that other people may have said that you had an anger problem. They may have said that you had an attitude. It almost feels like these individuals always seen you reacting, but didn't pay attention to what you even was reacting to. It feels like growing up individuals, again, whether or not it was siblings, whether or not it was, again, schoolmates, whether or not it was the neighborhood kids, whether or not it was your grandmother, your grandfather, cousin or uncle, so on and so forth. You had certain individuals around you that used to keep picking with you. And when I say picking with you, you had certain individuals around you that, again, always try to cause an issue. This could have been your sibling keep poking at you. And finally, when you wild out, they sit there and blame it all on you. And again, you had certain people around you that listened to what those people were saying about you. So again, they could have been talking so much stuff about you. Again, they seen you as a hothead based upon how you was reacting. They didn't go to the source to see what the cause was. Again, they just seen the fact that you couldn't keep your composure, right? You kept speaking up based upon what other people was doing to you. See, your mother may have seen you hit your sibling back and yelled at you or disciplined you and didn't ask you again what you was even reacting to. See, there were certain people around you that condoned in that chaos. They ain't asked enough questions. These are individuals, again, they wasn't prepared for these lessons. See, I want you to realize that there were certain individuals, again, throughout life, they just kept picking with you. You reacted. This could have continued as you got older too. Certain people posting certain things about you. Certain people spreading rumors, telling lies on you. It could have been your partner betraying you, your friends trading up on you, so on and so forth, right? So what you had to learn, because you done went through a few phases, right? Initially, when these people was attacking you, you was attacking them back too. You was matching their energy in a sense. So when your sibling was hitting you, you hit back. But again, other people didn't pay attention to them. They just seen how you would react. So you started to pay attention to the pattern, how people reacted to you, and how people took certain information that you told them about other people. So when you seen that other people wasn't willing to defend you, when you seen other people wasn't willing to listen to you, when you seen other people carrying you incorrectly, you carried your ass on. You stopped reacting in a sense. You told your mother, so-and-so keep messing with me. Oh, nah, don't hit your brother. Ma, so-and-so keeps pestering me. Nah, you need to ignore them. That's what they said, right? So what did you do? You started ignoring them, right? You started ignoring certain feelings. See, other people took different journeys. Some of us, when we would tell wrong that was going on to us and we seen other people wasn't willing to defend, We stopped telling them and we kept everything within. We stopped, again, expressing our feelings. We held on to our emotions. So some of us put certain guards up and refused to allow other people in. When we seen certain wrongs that was going on, we just chunked it up to life. Certain people, again, that was plotting on you, you ain't speak up even though you knew that that shit wasn't right. You was like, what's the point? Every time I sit there and try to defend myself, every time I try to tell them the truth, they don't want to listen to me. They don't want to believe that that's some things that these people would do. So what did you have to do? Some people put a guard up. Others, we got ourselves far away from those people. See, I'm going to put a scenario into play, right? This same situation's been happening to you your whole life. You knew that you was being done wrong. You spoke up and people didn't defend you. So what you chose to do was remove yourself from those people. See, by removing yourself, all you did was bring attention to those people's truths. Because other people that they was connected to start saying the same thing about them as you. See, you got to realize you can't match energy. When those siblings was hitting you, you didn't need to respond. You could have told somebody, told other people. But the fact that you tried to take matters into your own respond, you could have told somebody, told other people. But the fact that you tried to take matters into your own hand, you try to hit them. They attacked you. You try to attack them too. They talked about you. You talked about their ass too. There's certain ways that they taught you to match energy, right? But by matching energy, you was matching certain karma and consequences too. One, you gonna get it the most because you chosen, so that's some shit that you're not even supposed to be doing. You understand me? So chosen ones, I want you to realize something. When you see certain things wasn't right and other people wasn't looking at the situation and they wasn't fixing it, you got away from them. This is equivalent to you telling certain people, like, listen, they not for you. Or you telling other people what other people are doing towards you and nobody believing you. They didn't feel like they had proof, right? Because all they seen was how you was reacting. So therefore, in their eyes, their action was justified. So these people, just like your siblings that was poking you, they felt like, again, what you getting yelled at was okay because you hit them back, right? So again, when you match karma, that means these individuals have a leverage over you, and whatever you match that energy, you're going to match that karma and consequences too. But when you remove yourself from the situation, when you get far from them, that's equivalent to you as a child saying, so-and-so was hitting me, and they say, remove yourself from those people. So you did. Now other people start observing. Other people start saying the same thing as you. So now they starting to realize the whole time your ass was telling the truth. See, you done told people about so-and-so touching you, so-and-so disrespecting you, so-and-so neglecting you, so-and-so stealing from you, so-and-so lying on you, so-and-so putting black magic on you and your people. You done spoke up. But people try to call you crazy based upon the things that you said. They didn't witness it just yet, but I want you to realize they see that shit clearly now. And a lot of them are going to try to come back and offer apologies. A lot of them now are going to try to vindicate the situation. See, I want you to realize something, chosen ones. When you decided to walk away from those people that was plotting on you, those people that intuitively God told you wasn't for you, when you sat there and chose you and God's connection over anybody else you was connecting with, I want you to realize in that case, you started to get your name vindicated. See, when you walked away, something remained the same, and that was those people. They did to you what they did to other people before they crossed paths with you, and they did the same thing pertaining to that they did to you, they gonna try to do to the next victim too. So what you gotta do is make sure that that shit stops with you. And when you walked away from the situation, you said so-and-so ain't right. So-and-so was a cheater. So-and-so was a beater. So-and-so was evil. Nobody wanted to listen to it based upon the fact that so-and-so was so easy and able to keep their composure. They had a way with words. They was easy and able to swindle other people. So again, you was like, listen, y'all ain't want to hear it. I'm going to get far from around it. And when you do, they going to notice that again, what so-and-so was doing to you or what you said, that shit was true. So now I want you to realize again, when you walked away, that past partner, that old friend, that mother, that father, that so on and so forth, I want you to realize that they tried to do the same thing that they was doing to you. And this action, they got caught. So just like think when you a child, right? And you see a child, somebody keep picking on them. And then all of a sudden, there's a grandmother that's observing. And the grandmother sees like, you ain't going to keep messing with my baby. See, I want you to realize something, chosen ones. God, ancestors, as well as certain peers, even people that was paid to come spy on you, they starting to see things from a different view. They starting to realize that they was paid to try to plot on you when you was doing right. It was the other people. See, now certain things are being cleared out. They seeing clearly now. Again, certain people going to try to come and offer an apology. It's up to you whether you accept it or not, but keep far from them. You understand me? Because if they showed you once that they had the ability to do some grimy shit, then one thing's for sure, they have the ability to do it again. Get your ass from around them. I want you to realize something, chosen ones. So, God is that parental figure. Let's backtrack to yesterday, right? Yesterday I said God is like your real parent, right? You got real spiritual parents, right? However, certain people that you was born to was chosen to be a representative, like a foster parent in a sense, right? So in God's absence and your spiritual team's absence, they were supposed to be here around you, protecting you, loving you, honoring you, so on and so forth, right? So this was your parents, this was your friends, this was certain siblings, so on and so forth. They had the opportunity to be around you. God trusted them and trusted that they was going to do right things. You understand me? But a lot of these people turn on you. A lot of these people hurt you. They abandoned you. So when God called in, because he heard you calling out, he's like, what you crying for? Why your face screwed up? Why you starting to pout? All of a sudden, then you start talking to God. You start releasing it all out. You telling them about what so-and-so did to you, what so-and-so did, what they did, so on and so forth. You understand me? You start revealing. So God's on the phone. God's on the main line like, what? They did that to who? My baby? Somebody that they've been praying for, somebody like you. So parents, before they conceived you in a sense, they was praying for either the opportunity to have a child, or they was praying for love because they didn't have that as a child. So what did God do but bring you to produce exactly what they was seeking? But a lot of them, they didn't see certain things clearly. Now they didn't realize it was you who was going to get the teaching. See, these individuals, again, didn't know that you came as the blessing. Everything that they prayed for previously. So your parents, whether or not they prayed to conceive a child or they needed love as a child, so God sent them a child to provide that love and teach that love to. Or whether or not it was a partner that was praying that they cross paths with somebody like you. If it was somebody that was praying for a certain position or a confirmation, so on and so forth, and God presented you. See, you was the answers of their prayers. You was something like a dream come true. See, these individuals allow other people to gas them up. And they gave up their prayers, in a sense. See, God don't like that because, again, you out here asking for certain things that you're not ready for, that you're not prepared for. That means you taking it from somebody else's hands. That means you got to get that together, babies. I want you to realize something, chosen ones. So just like that parent, right? We say God's that parent. You told them certain things that happened, right? That's equivalent to you in school and you telling that somebody's bullying you, or you call certain people up like so-and-so try do this to me and they gonna handle it for you. Okay, cool. So you got God on the main line. That's your parent. You call, right? So now God's gonna call a conference. He gonna be face to face. See, I want you to realize, chosen ones, you God's child, so there's times that your ass got to stay in a child's place. And when I say that, because think of when you have actual parents or certain elders, and they say, listen, baby, you can't be around grown folks is talking. See, I want you to realize that there were certain things that wasn't meant for you to hear or see. There was opportunities where you thought were opportunities for you to get your shit off, talk that tough stuff, or vindicate your name in a sense. And God heard you talking because God knew what they had did. And you getting all upset because you so used to people not believing the things that you say. You so used to people not seeing why you was reacting that way. You so used to people not understanding you that you thought that God was going to do the same thing to you. So when God said, listen, baby, I need you to clear the room. What that means, again, just like a grown elder says to little kids, like, listen, you're going to have to get out the room when grown folks talking. God was doing that to you too. See, God had you clear the room. That means he had you walk away from certain people. That means he had you walk away from certain situations. That means he had you, again, let certain things go. See, at the time, you just wanted to prove your point, but God was like, no. So you may have had your face all screwed up. You was mad. You was sad. Whole time you ain't know that God was handling that. See, he had you clear the room because he ain't want you to hear how he was going to talk to them. See, he already told them that if they tried you again, it was going to be up with them. See, down to them too. Because a lot of those individuals sold their souls in order to try to get to you. So God told you, listen, you ain't got to understand it right now. So you try and plead your case. You try and point at so-and-so's way. You try and tell your truth. God's like, listen, I don't need you to do that. But again, sometimes you got flustered because you have a flashback to when you was a child and you said that same thing to your mother. And your mother took your sibling's side, or your father took so-and-so's side, so on and so forth. So again, you was mad. You held that shit inside. But finally, when you felt that shit again as an adult, you felt like you needed to take things in your own hands. So then again, when God told you to walk away from those situations and not speak, sometimes you got mad. But again, God told you, listen, I need you to clear out while grown folks is talking. So you didn't realize what was happening. Whole time God was having a one-on-one with them. He was seeing through that shit that they was doing to you. He made sure that they was well aware of what was going to happen if they kept messing with you. Some people didn't take heed to the warning, so now certain nightmares are coming true. See, you are so used to people not defending you. You so used to people not believing you. You so used to people putting you down and negatively perceiving you that you ain't realized that you ain't have to do all that. God got you. You just had to step down. You had to stay in a child's place. Now God's about to change certain things around. I'm trying to tell you, things is getting rearranged. See, chosen ones, you don't have to speak all the time because God's going to show them. You understand me? So just pay attention to people's pattern. I want you to start to take notice. See, whole time, God was telling you to stay in the child's place. Whole time, you was out here trying to talk that talk. You was trying to tell your truths. You was out here arguing with somebody that God didn't even feel like you needed to respond to. See, God was like, stay silent, my child. Go ahead about your business. See, when you kept trying to get back at those people and you kept calling yourself handling your business, see, that's why you got that hand popped in a sense. So that's equivalent to your parent telling your ass to take your ass back in. You out here still trying to plead with them. You out here trying to argue about a situation that they already see through. Just know that, again, you can release this and they got you. They just don't want you to overreact and trick yourself out of position. See, they don't want you to turn into that monster that these people been trying to envision. See, God's like, nah, keep your cool. You ain't got to do all that, boo. See, I got all the proof that I need and know that I got you. See, these individuals have been attacking you for years, trying to play with your energy, play with your prophet, play as they your friends when really they your enemies. All of these people, they ain't realized the whole time God was watching, just like that grandmother figure from that next door. They know their grandchild. They know what their child's really capable of doing. They didn't see what they did, and they didn't believe what those people said that they was doing. See, your grandmother, in a figure sense, was how God was. See, or God is, let me correct that. Because your grandmother, you know that old soul where you see like, nah, my grandchild wouldn't do that. Or they know when their grandchild do certain things and they can see through that. See, they hold certain people accountable. I want you to know God does the same pertaining to you. See, he done seen you make some messes, but he done seen your ass clean that shit up too. See, I want you to realize that God's not about to play with you or let these people play with your progress. God's not about to sit there and allow people to keep trying to play with your peace. I want you to realize that God told you to go in a room and listen to how they speak. See, I want you to realize again, certain things was divinely being orchestrated on your behalf. Those moments he told you to stay silent and sit back. See, had you reacted the way these people would have wanted you to react, then they would have tried to come up with an excuse on why they even was willing or trying to attack. See, nah, everybody's seeing clearly now. You understand me? Everybody see that clearly now. They can't lie on you no more. They can't steal from you no more. See, I want you to realize something. Let's put some things in perspective, right, chosen ones? All your blessings, all your abundance, all your love, all your light, that's protected. So think like a brink truck, right? How that they got certain people in that truck, right? That's protecting them assets, right? See, certain ancestors are those brink truck workers in a sense. See, they are sitting there riding with your abundance before God starts to pack them in. See, everybody can try to enter and get it, but they gonna end up getting got. See, the only way that they have access to those funds, if it was an inside job. So when you started paying attention and picking out certain people that was trying to plot and rob, now you know your whole team that's truly around you is not going to play about you. So what does that mean? Again, anybody that tries to come in between you and your loot, which is, again, your abundance, because the riches is within. So I want you to realize that God got you, and those people are going to get it. See, you could say, oh, well, they robbed banks, so they got brink trucks before. Yeah, it's been an inside job. We've seen that happen a few times. But something that always happens, they get all that bread back, right? See, just like in a bank, right? When all of a sudden, see, let's put things in perspective, right? Just like a bank, when somebody steals something, or just when there's a store, when somebody steals something, right? And you know when you try to pop that, the tag or whatever the case may be, and that ink splurt out, see, all of those individuals, when they were stealing your ideas, call themselves stealing your ideas and claiming them as your own. When they try to imitate you, whole time they was a karmic clone. When they tried to, again, impersonate you, steal certain funds from you, when these people was playing in your energy and doing certain practices on you, I want you to realize that at that time, God knew that those abundance that was coming through was meant for you. So therefore, again, what did that mean? They had ink on their hands. That's some shit that can't wash off. Everybody's going to see the truth. See, these individuals got a lot on their hands, and that shit is stained. That's why God told you don't even have a hand in that karma, because y'all not the same. See, I'm trying to tell you, they may have called themselves thinking that they was succeeding. They may have called themselves being able to get something from you and thought that you was defeated. Whole time you wasn't tripping because you knew that money was going to get reprinted and returned back to you, while these people was going to get bound on certain things that they chose to do. See, chosen ones, I want you to realize all your abundance has been protected. You understand me? At times when you like, this a guaranteed job. This a guaranteed thing. And all of a sudden, when you go there, don't turn out the same. I want you to realize that was God switching a few things up, because at that time, you still had somebody connected to you that was trying to do that inside job. See, you ain't get that money when you wanted it, because somebody wanted that money from you. See, somebody was going to sit there and try to persuade you to marry you or have a baby by you or go into business with you so that they could try to swindle you, harm you, and collect everything that was due to you. See, I want you to realize that you ain't get it at that time based upon who was around you. So God was like, nah, be patient. You got that money coming. You sitting there feeling certain type of way because you like, damn, I know exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to invest it here. I want to go there. You got all these big plans, okay? And you out here calling out like life ain't fair. See, you flex different when you know that money's there. See, think about when you shopping, right? You see all this stuff that you want to buy when you ain't got the profit, right? So you like, next Friday, I'm going to come. I got that. Them funds is going to come through. Next Friday comes, you got those funds, but you not liking certain views. You like, nah, I don't see nothing that I want, but you got that money on you now. Or all of a sudden, when you get something so simple, a cleaning supplies, now you ready to clean the whole house. See, I want you to realize something, chosen ones. God is going to give you this abundance at the right time. You're going to be like, damn. There's times where you like, nah, I couldn't. I don't know how I'm going to pay this bill. This would be the perfect time. This is when the blessing's supposed to come through. You had all these plans and God still made a way for you. Whole time, God's like, I'm not about to ruin the big surprise on this small shit. Some shit that you got. Nah, you sitting there not realizing that all of this was part of a divine plot. See, what if God was holding all those finances? Because when he finally presents it, this shit is going to have a big change to your life. See, you got to realize that there were certain people that went to sleep without no money and woke up the next day a billionaire. See, I'm trying to tell you, you never know when God's going to come through, present everything that he's been collecting for you. All you got to do is be patient with the process and know that it's going to come through at the perfect timing. Because you done thought back then was the perfect time too. Then you started to realize that the people that you were around really didn't rock with you. So now you got to, You seeing things clearly now. Now you thinking God like, yo, thank you. When you used to pray to have a baby with so-and-so, right? All of a sudden, now you looking at person and you feeling disgusted. You like, God, I thank you. Because the hell I went through with that person, I couldn't even imagine that me being bound to him. Other people, you done prayed for a certain position. You done prayed for that. You done prayed for this. See, I want you to realize that you now praying and thanking God that at that time your ass didn't get it. See, had you got certain success and been around those scamming people, they would have asked you to bless them and help them get through certain plots. Whole time they was paying money to plot on you. See, there's certain individuals that call themselves passing up on you. Whole time that was God hiding you. Like, nah, you're not part of the divine crew. You're not gonna have access to my baby. Fuck no. So sometimes there were certain people that seemed like it was a no call, no show. Nah, God told they ass and called them before. See, they was on their way in to try to come. They was approaching your door. See, God was like, nah, you ain't even got to come. I'm sorry. Your time's here is expired. There's certain people that, again, God went ahead and put out their fire on Survivor tip. That torch been closed. See, these people that, again, call themselves stealing from you, now that shit has been exposed. See, I want you to realize something, chosen ones. You've been winning this whole time. You heard me. You didn't realize that you was part of this divine plot. See, God used you. You was the undercover boss. He wanted to see how certain people was going to treat you. He wanted to see what you was going to gain or what was going to be obtained as a loss. See, God wanted to, again, use your light to illuminate certain people's darkness. See, there was times that, again, all you seen around you was destruction. All you seen around you was misery. All you seen around you was certain people trying to target you, and certain people that was once friends turned into certain enemies. See, you didn't get it at the time, but now you starting to get it now. See, everything is going to look dark around you because you the light. So what does darkness surround? See, I'm trying to tell you, when you put that head up and allow that bulb, in a sense, to show, when you really tap into your confidence and you start to get that internal glow, I'm trying to tell you, they're not going to be able to escape that light. You heard me? You are used to, again, illuminate their darkness. Certain people's family and friends, you here to close out certain cycles, whether or not they were cycles connected to you or cycles connected to other people. There were certain people that was only supposed to be here for a temporary season. You try to keep them whole time? Nah. You was only supposed to come through, call judgment on them, and keep it moving. You understand me? Because chosen ones, you are God's personal pop-up generator in a sense. So therefore, he gives you certain opportunities, certain gifts as him. That means, again, God sends you to certain people that's praying to cross paths with certain protection, abundance, love, certain things that's true. God had you cross paths with these people just to see what they was going to do. See, they had an opportunity to do right, but a lot of them chose to do wrong. So again, when you call judgment and you decided, nah, I'm walking away from them, whole time that gave God the go ahead like so-and-so ain't changed. I sat there and provided so-and-so with all this shit, and they still show they stinking ass ways. See, I want you to realize that there's certain people, right? Let's put something in perspective. I always gotta say this. So imagine this as a child, right, chosen ones, where you got a certain gift. You got, and I'm talking about a physical gift. Say this your birthday gift. You got these for the holidays. You got something special, right? Whether or not this is a game, a basketball, baseball, clothes, so on and so forth. I want you to think of something, right, that you got when you was younger, right? Something positive. And there's certain people around you that then either broke your toy, lost your toy, ripped your stuff up, then messed your stuff up, damaged it to the point where you can't even use it, right? And what did your mother or father say to you? I sat there, you asked me for this, and I bought this for you, and you're going to allow somebody else to come through and damage it? Don't ask me for nothing else, right? That's what you got. When you prayed for something, and God gave it to you, there's certain things that you allow other people to break, damage, and take from you. You prayed for certain things and the ability to be able to save. God sent you a few dollars, and you, instead of saving it or investing in you, you sat there and spent those ends on other people. Or God sat there and gave you a confirmation. You took that confirmation and gave it to somebody else. You misplaced it. So these individuals start doing certain things that you was trying to do. See, I want you to realize, just like that parent, God's going to end up keeping certain things from you. Like, you around that friend, right? Let's imagine. You know somebody who has some badass kids. Now, we can say this. Some children that is like little Chuckies on the rail. That means they end up adapting to how their parents carry themselves. They talk like their parents. Their parents let them cuss, let them smoke, let them do some grown shit. Your parents don't play like that. But these kids is out of control in a sense, right? So imagine these children, which you seen while you was a child, that's just running wild, right? Breaking stuff, destroying shit. As soon as they get it, they destroy it. Anything they touch is destruction. They talking crazy, walking crazy. They just so chaotic that you like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with them? Like, get their asses under control. Like, nah, that couldn't be me. I don't play that shit. Or you start to think like, yo, what did they see that they starting to do it too? See, there were certain kids that was corrupt, chaotic, destructive, and they try to destroy certain things that was given to you. You had a ball, they threw it in the next yard. Or they popped it. You had this, they broke it, they dropped it. There were certain people around you as a child, again, that had those same characteristics. And what did they do? Grow up to be the same type of people. And those are the people that your ass at one point in time ran into. See, I want you to realize that just like as a child, when you around certain kids that's all wild and you like, Ma, can I have this? Or Ma, can I get that? And they like, no, I'm not giving it to you so you can allow so-and-so to destroy it. When you come home, you can get it. Or when they go away, you can get it. Or there was times that, again, you like, Ma, I got some money. Can I hurry and go to the ice cream truck? They like, nah. Because last time I gave you that bread, you went ahead and spent that whole 20 on your friends. And that, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Tell their mother, tell them to do the work, and they can get it. Or if they want it, they can get it, right? The same applies pertaining to you now. God is your parent. He don't play about you. So there's certain things that he's going to keep you from having access to based upon who you have around you. Like, nah, I'm not. You like, God, can I get a few extra dollars with God? Can I get that money? Can I get this? Can I get that? And God's like, listen, I'm not giving you them extra funds. Because when I gave it to you, you gave it to somebody else who tried to play you. When I gave you this, you went ahead and did that. So no, I'm not giving you this until they asses get back. You didn't miss out. You still got your abundance. You still at any point in time can get it. But you got to get your ass from around those people who didn't earn it. They try to use your money. They try to use your money to build with other people. They trying to keep up a persona with your profit. They trying to break certain things. They trying to get you to drop it. No. Why should you keep missing out on certain things that you earned and that other people purchased or provided you? Why should you keep putting down your dreams, your passions, not again, investing in you, you feeling like you lacking? Why should you keep going without to make sure that they get it and they would already get it and not have to get from you if they did the things that God asked them to do? They out here trying to eat off you and swindle you to work and so that they can get the payout. How that sound, chosen ones? How's that sound? How's that sound? Please let me know how that sound. It don't sound right. You got to start investing in you. You got to start pouring into you. You got to start putting yourself on that pedestal so other people can look up to you. You understand me? Because you can't, again, you're not going to get that blessing while you around somebody that every person that they went to, they destroyed. Every person they went through, they try to steal. Every location they went to, they did this. They robbed, cheated, steal, lied, kill, all this chaotic shit. Why would God give you something that you worked so hard for? Since a young child, you worked so hard to get what you about to get right now. Why would God give that to you in front of people who he knows is going to try to convince you or persuade you to give it to them? Now you go back to lacking. It's not going to happen. You understand me? It ain't happening. You want to know what to do in order to get what God gets or got for you, you need to get from around those people. Every time you get paid, they celebrate and try to come your way. Oh, no, won't be drinking off of me. Every time they smell, you twist up your shit. Won't be getting the hit off of them. No, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate you, babies. Listen, no. You're not allowing these people to keep playing with you, keep having you miss out on certain things that's for you. You out here, that's like at a pizza party at a classroom where you've been acting good the whole week. The teacher said, listen, y'all act good. On Friday, you about to get this treat. You like, cool, the whole week you did your work. You listened to what the teacher told you to do. Then some chaotic students in the room end up getting that party canceled and ruin it for you. Nah, God's not going to have you keep having to sit shit out. You're not going to keep sitting out because these other people don't want to step up. No, you step your ass off from around them. You're not going to have to keep sitting out. You out here getting punished, sitting there, eyes all watered up, ready to cry, but you try to swallow that shit and really take that with pride. No. While they over there still on their Dennis the Menace type tip, oh, hell nah. No. You not missing out on those trips, those gifts, that love, that light, that abundance. You're not giving up your good karma to sit there and keep protecting them. You're not going to keep giving up again certain things so that they can leave you out and go take what you gave them to their false ass friends. You're not doing it no more. You heard me? You're not doing it no more. You're not doing it no more. Thank you so much. I love y'all. You're not doing it. Not. I'm over here. They want you to have your stomach, how Florida people say, touching your bike. They want your stomach all on rumble. You out here acting hungry because they ain't got their money to eat. What? They got the same funds as you. So that means God gave them the same opportunities as you. This is God handing you that 20 before you go to the mall and you that 20 before you go to the mall. Y'all start off with the same. That means they started off with the same opportunities to gain. They had the same opportunities to invest in certain things the right way. See, you took that 20 and you stretched that. They sit there and took that 20 to play games. See, the things that they invested in ain't got no payout. That 20 don't have them walking out with Nathan. They stomach on E. They don't look fleeky. You understand me? They ain't got nothing. All they got was all that money. So that's equivalent to people getting scamming, stealing, taking from you, or paying certain practitioners to call themselves trying to put certain spells on you. Whole time now, at the end of all of that, they got nothing to show for it because you still walking out with your bags. You still, man, listen, you sat there and took that 20 and stretched it. You got a pretzel for this. You got a little shirt from little class with that. You done got this. You done got a little bracelet. You done went to 5 and below. Got some things too. You done took that 20 and made certain moves. They out here mad at you when they had the same opportunity and ability as you. They started off with the same funds in a sense as you. Because when you first touch down to earth, you start off in a clear slate. You have an opportunity to seal your own fate. See, these individuals, again, they tried it. They lost. While you win, it's a wrap. You know that you going home, grease all on your face. You had an Auntie Ann. You got a brain freeze from drinking that slushy. You got all your shit. Now they sitting there looking mad, face poked out. And your parent like, what you mad for? Oh, so-and-so got this toy. So-and-so got that. Okay, and what did you do with the money I gave you? Well, I just played one thing, but that's what you chose to do. So-and-so was cool with taking small amounts. See, that's equivalent to these people, right? They was scamming. Just seen 444 too. Somebody's confirmation. So listen, that's equivalent to these people again. They scam. They took their money and tried to bet on something that was bullshit. So they either invested their money into scams, they sat there and did certain things that they wasn't supposed to do, or they took that money and bought all these material clothes and shoes. They sat there and paid big bucks on something that didn't have substance. Whereas you took that 20 and broke that shit down. You understand me? You sat there and took that 20 and had damn near 20 different things. You was cool. You wasn't looking at the price tag like, oh, that's pricier, so that's probably what I want to do. You wasn't out here trying to impress other people. You like, nah, I find happiness in the simple things. And you took that money that God was providing you and you decided to invest in different things. You understand me? That's what you chose to do. So now they mad because they in lag when they had the same opportunities to do the same thing as you. Now they got a belt buckle, but they stomach on E. Now they got a foreign, but they ain't pushing shit but fumes. You heard me? Whereas they mad because in that Honda $10 and it took you around the world ×2. See, they mad because you invested in certain things that you know was going to have longevity for you. That's like you starting that LLC before your ass even knew what you was supposed to do. That's like you again sitting there taking that journey, listening to what God told you to do because you know that he was high enough to be able to pick up on different views. See, I'm trying to tell you. You trust the process. God was like how when you see certain siblings like they got a big brother that already then went through all of this that they look up to, that they like, listen, that big brother encourages them to be them. I'm trying to tell you, God was like that big brother that certain men and masculines had, that big brother that certain feminines had, so on and so forth. That was like, listen, I'm going to show you what to do. You started doing certain things, imitating them too. See, they was imitating the wrong people. You was imitating your God, your lie, your Jah, whoever you refer it to. It's the same energy, different name. You was out here sitting there imitating the right things. See, when you was imitating, that's similar to certain artists that have certain people, idols. I don't like to say idols. They had certain people that they looked up to because that was real love. So in a sense, they knew that certain gifts, certain beliefs was in them too. There's certain people that, again, they was imitating the wrong things. They was listening to their fathers, funky ass. Listening to their mothers, funky ass. Listening to their partners, listening to Miss Margaret, listening to certain people's funky asses. How that sound? Chosen ones. The same way you ain't gonna take advice to somebody who is funky on how to wipe their ass or wash their ass. That's like somebody that you smell a certain scent from, like pill. You walking with them, people catch a glimpse of that wind, it's like, ew, is that you? And you try to be quiet. See, let's put something in perspective, chosen ones. Your soul's clean, right? That means you went and healed. You went and hid. When you went back to your childhood and healed, that's like you putting that soap on that rag, right? Matter of fact, let's say this. When you realize that there were certain things from your childhood, so when you start taking accountability for the cycle that was connected to you, and you started your spiritual journey, like, okay, there's certain things that I need to do. That was equivalent to you turning that water on, getting that rag, right, and start getting that soap together. All of a sudden, then, you then what? Started to heal certain things from your childhood. Started cleaning up certain mentalities, certain ways. You started to wash away, in a sense, certain things. See, that was equivalent to you lifting that shit up, like, you know what I'm saying, really getting creases and all of that. That was equivalent to, again. So when you put up that washcloth, put that soap to it, that was you acknowledging that there was something that needed to get cleaned up. When you finally had that soap hit your body, that rag hit your body, and you started to wash that up, that was equivalent to you correcting certain things that you used to say and do. You correcting and cleaning up certain dirty things that was on you. You started to change, right? So you fully clean. You know, when you step out that water, you not smelling the same. You on your fresh tip, right? Okay, cool. See, you ain't do like other people. You truly was washing. You got behind the ears, under that. Shit, if you got a stomach, you lifted up that too. You was out here getting your back. You was doing what you was supposed to do. You ain't sit there and take no easy way out. You took that time and really cleaned yourself up. Because you know you had a lot of dirt on you. Dirt from when you was down there laying with dirty people. When you was out here in the field. When you was out here trying to fight. When you was out here hot. When you was out here sweating. When certain things wasn't right. You knew you had some shit on you that you needed to remove. So you got in that water, right? Other people ain't do that. See, somebody else told them that they had to clean their shit up. So that's equivalent to somebody smelling funky and they like, pill, back your ass up. Somebody else had to bring it to their attention that certain things wasn't sitting right. See, these individuals was mad that they got called out, thought that shit wasn't right. So what did they do? Instead of getting in that water, doing the same thing as you, they sat there and chose to walk in that bathroom and cut on the water. They was frauding. Everybody knows somebody where you like, yo, shorty, you got that one, especially when you was little, you had certain siblings, like, wash your ass. They sitting there, standing, you done did all that, cut the water on, and the soap's there, and instead of washing your hands, you rather act like you did. Why the fuck you there? Just wash your hands. Or people who cut the shower on stand outside. Also, you hear open the door, like, get your ass in that shower. You was sitting there, had the water running, now they getting yelled at for wasting water. And not wanting to wash their ass. Like, what is the problem? That you just think so comfortable in some funky shit. Like, you don't smell yourself? That's equivalent to you asking them, like, you don't see that this how you living is not right? You don't see that chaos that's surrounding you. You don't see certain people losing their life. You don't see that shit. You asking them like, you don't smell that shit? And they looking at you mad as shit. Think you trying to be funny. Like, no. Something's not right. You walking with them. There was times that, again, certain people was sitting down. They got to catch of that wind. And they looking at the whole crew, thinking the whole crew's thinking. You like, nah, it's not me. It's those people. But you try to be loyal and not point out to them. You try to personally go to them like, listen, hey, yo, you got to start washing your ass a little bit. Because when we be walking, people be thinking that's me too. So that's equivalent to you catching certain karma that don't belong to you. People sitting there seeing certain things happening and they try to blame it on you. Whole time, that wasn't them catching your wind. That was other people. It's like, no, stinky. I'm not about to keep, every time we go somewhere, so people sitting there thinking that shit's me. Every time you around me, it's like that funk starts sticking in me. I'm not fucking with it. It's a no. That's what you gotta do. You gotta say it's a no-go. Like, I'm not funky like you. I sat there and washed my ass. I got in those crevices too. You done sat there. Some people who then started to do the right thing, that's equivalent to them actually finally washing their ass. They may not have got all those creases, but they washed their ass a little, but then turned around and put on the same dirty shit. It's like that shit cancels it out. You might as well not even have did it. That's equivalent to certain people as well as you too. When you was healing and then you allowed those people to again have access to you. When you finally healed off of so-and-so and then you allowed them to come back to you. When you sat there and finally freed yourself from some fuckery and then you reeled that fuckery back into you. No. That's like washing your ass and putting on the same shit. People will say, well, at least I washed my ass. It don't make sense. You still musty. You still sitting in that funk. No matter if you try to turn that shit inside or out, that shit is reeking. That shit is seeping. It's a no. Shit. If you ain't got clean drawers, then your ass better off going without. That's what you told them. See, people may have looked at you crazy when you said that. But that's equivalent to you. Like, listen, I could walk away from this person. I don't need them. I know I'm clean. I did what I was supposed to do. You walk away from that marriage. You may not have walked away from that house, but you walked away with all the pieces of you. You walked away with your confidence, and then God's going to come through for you. You walked away with your morals. You ain't give your morals up for other people. See? No. You went ahead and was like, listen, I'd rather go without if I got to do all that. You heard me? So I want you to realize, chosen ones, it's time to clean that shit up. It's no more you getting pointed at or people assuming certain things from you. You make sure yourself is so clean that when they run into you outside of being with those people, they see the real you. They like, yo, it can't be so-and-so. So-and-so smells so fresh right now. So-and-so smells so good. You understand me? It's like you out here like, yo, so-and-so, nah, they said that so-and-so was funky. They the cleanest person I ever seen. Like, people are out here vouching for you. You getting your vindication. So when I say that, that's like, again, you was quiet. You ain't want to call out certain people that you consider friends. You ain't tell everybody certain devious shit that they did. You kept that to yourself. But you knew that they knew that you knew about it. See, when you wasn't speaking up, it was easy for people to assume. But again, when they started to watch you and pay attention to you, they started to see certain things wasn't true. See, they was out here calling you funky chosen ones. They was out calling you nasty chosen ones. They was out here saying you was lacking chosen ones. Now people ran into you and starting to see that shit ain't true. And the same people that they was talking reckless to are now trying to get close to you. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. God is going to make sure everybody sees that you clean. God's going to make sure that everybody know that funk wasn't coming from you. It was them. So when I tell you how, again, it goes back to the original story. There was people that was poking at you, and every time you would react, people didn't ask what your ass was even reacting to. They just pointed a finger at you, blamed you for certain things, while those people felt like they got away with it. They was smirking. But again, when you walked away, they started to see what they was doing wasn't working. Because when you walked away, they did the same thing to other people. And the only thing that's the same is them. So again, people are putting two and two together. Even they family and friends like, it wasn't so-and-so was telling the truth about you. And they got proof too. See, this is something like it was a setup. Certain people was watching. See, there were certain people that got your back and you don't even know it yet. They coming through for you. Some people from their crew seen what these people try to do to you. They seen how these people try to carry you. They like, oh nah, Shorty seemed pretty cool. Shorty is not funky. I'm starting to realize that funk was coming from you. See, they starting to see clearly. There's people that vindicating you, chosen ones. I'm trying to tell you, anything that was done against you, those people that was messing with your cars, you going to different stores, grocery stores, this, that, and the third, you come out, your tires slashed, certain sugar in your tank. They thought that your ass was gonna lag. See, at the time, you had to just swallow your pride and get that shit fixed. Whole time, you ain't realized that there was somebody watching them watch you that was documenting it. So I'm trying to tell you, any money that you had to put up to replace or fix what somebody did to you, took from you, tried to, again, conspire to do, I want you to realize that while they was watching you, their asses was getting watched too. All the proof's getting out. You heard me? All the proof. All the proof. Because somebody's like, hell no, I'm not about to go down for what your ass chose to do. There's people talking, chosen ones. And it's they people that's talking, chosen ones. It's the federales that's talking, chosen ones. I'm trying to tell you, they was getting watched watching you. See, I want you to realize why you had so many gang stalkers that was on call to watch you. See, these individuals at the time thought that they had the ability to try to swap out destinies with you. But again, they didn't realize that as long as you are being you, they couldn't be you. They couldn't beat you. They couldn't become you. And if they tried, they was going to fuck around and blow a fuse trying to do it like you, see, chosen ones. I want you to realize something, right? They had groups, right? Because one, that's almost like somebody knowing somebody really can fight. Or seeing somebody's build like, damn, they big as shit for real. Listen, if they tee off, I need y'all to help. They trying to gather certain people to try to take you out. One by one, you start plucking their ass off. They try to jump you, boop, boop, your ass got it too. They try to jump you, you swung their ass around and stomped them out like it was the A-Town movie. I'm trying to tell you, these individuals sat there and had certain people targeting you because at the time they thought that they was able to harvest you. They thought they was able to take your energy, right? So this person's like, damn, so-and-so's handsome or pretty. I want they looks. They call dibs on your looks. The other person's like, damn, so-and-so got the ability to bring in that profit. I call dibs on that. The other person they recruited was like, damn, so-and-so got a nice structure. That's where that shit is at. They want call dibs on that. The other person liked your gifts. They was like, that's what they wanted to get. So they called dibs on that. All these people are like, hell yeah, what you gonna do with the looks that they give you? What you gonna do with that money that you get from those people? And whole time they out here making big plans to spend your ends, and whole time that's some shit that they will never have access to. So now they out here twiddling their fingers, waiting for that shit to get delivered. And they look and realize that that shit was sent to the different location. Those blessings is coming to you. See, they tried to swindle, try to come and change the package address. Whole time, God already knew and he corrected it. See, these individuals been waiting for certain things that was coming to you. They was waiting for it to get delivered to them. Whole time, that shit will never come true. Whole time, they'll never be able to do what they intended to do. Any blessings that they had or thought that was expected has been rerouted back to you, chosen ones. You heard me. Trying to tell you. They try to persuade you like, listen, you need to move out of that building. That's them telling you, Oh, nah, you don't need to be home. Don't go back there. That's not a good place for you. That's equivalent to them saying, nah, don't do that career. That's bad. Don't sell that. That's not good. That's not a good look. That's not a good idea. They doing all these things to try to get you to walk away so they can be there when your shit gets delivered. So they out there trying to persuade you to do different things like, yeah, I think you should go out of town for a week. Because they seen and looked up that package was coming through. See, when they looked it up, that's equivalent to them trying to go to certain practitioners to spy on you whole time. You already had that internal map that was tracking your package. You already knew that, again, these individuals was trying you when your ass started laughing like, listen, oh, nah, I know where to be. God told me to be here. I know what's coming for me. He already gave me the heads up that a package is coming through. Now these individuals are trying to come back to you. They try to come stand next to you to see what's in that package too whole time. That's not for your eyes. Get your ass from around me. See, you try to get me to move out of my path, out of my purpose, out of my happiness, out of my confidence, out of my authenticity. You try to get me to walk away from my thing so you could be here to receive it. But when you seen that I wasn't leaving, now your ass going to try to come back to try to get attached or try to come back to get access to that, the same thing that you thought that you was taking when you thought that you had sent me packing. Hell no. You gotta be... You must not know about me. You must not know about me. What? Like, oh, you want me to go where? That's crazy. Nah, I'm cool. Then they start talking on themselves, right? So first they try to tell you, now go out of town, right? This is when they thought they had one up on you. When they had listened to certain practitioners or people to know what was coming to you, they try to have one up on you. So they try to persuade you to not be in that line of work, that location, that state of mind, so on and so forth. They wanted you to relocate, right? So that when you stepped out, they could step in and get what that package was coming because they already knew what it contained, right? In a sense. They knew it was something great because they seen where it was coming from. Oh, it's coming from God. I know that they asses then won. They sitting there so happy. But when you was like, nah, I'm not leaving. When they try to persuade you to walk away from your purpose because you may not have seen profit coming through at the time, you like, nah, I know money's going to come. I'm going to stay here. I'm cool. I'm divine. If money didn't come yet, that means it just wasn't my time. There's few things I needed to review before God has that slide. See, you stayed and kept your composure. You ain't let them swindle you out of your things. See, these individuals, again, when they try to do certain things, they was trying to play games. See, they try to get you to leave so that they could receive. But when you decided to stand in your power and they seen that package was still coming through, now these individuals want to sit there and come and try to be around you. They couldn't persuade you to walk away, and they knew they couldn't get that package without you. So now they trying to connect themselves to you because they see where that package is coming from, and they know how God's about to move. They don't know what it contains. That's why they try to get close to you. Like, damn, I bet it's money. Damn, I bet it's this. And all you know is it's all the above. God already provided you that checklist, and you already know. You heard me? They not having access to your blessings. You heard me? They not, no. We not doing that. You heard me? We not doing that. These individuals got finessed. They out here got finessed. They sat there and settled. So let's talk. You know how when you, as adults, we can say this. When you like, all right, cool. I need to make sure that I got something to eat for the day. What I'm going to eat for dinner, supper, whatever you call it, right? You're like, what I'm going to eat? So then you start thinking like, damn, I could go to so-and-so little fast food place or this restaurant to get some food, right? Because I really don't feel like cooking, and that shit is kind of like a quick move. So you thinking, and you like, all right, so I could take this and get one of that. Again, you back trying to analyze that. So you try to consider like, dang, should I go ahead and get this quick fast food? But then you start thinking of times before that's when you started to do. So you thinking like, damn, nah, I ain't going to do that because I know if I buy this now, later I'm going to be hungry again. Then I done spent my money on that and I didn't have that much in. So you was like, nah, I'm going to do something better. I'm going to go ahead, get this meat, get this, make some spaghetti, stretch that for the rest of this week. You done sat there and chose to make certain moves, to sit there and again create certain longevity for you. You didn't take the quick way out like these other people. See, they sold their soul trying to get to certain success quicker. That shit's a no-go, because the devil only has the opportunity to show you what you would have got had your ass not sold your soul. See? Now they seeing these little quick meals. That's them choosing these karmics or taking these little quick come-ups, so on and so forth. They out here taking these quick meals. Now all of a sudden, time done passed, and they starting to feel a familiar feel. They like, damn, I'm back hungry again. See, that shit that they eating is not truly nourishing them. See, now they looking at you and see you done made true food. And not only do you got a different flavor to your shit, that shit that you eat is going to stick on to you. So now they looking to try and reanalyze the situation like, damn, I done took that 20, went ahead and got 2 4-for-4s, then got this and got that. Now all of a sudden, they wishing that they could beat you and backtrack, but they can't. You took your time, chosen ones. You ain't go for no quick meal. You ain't go for no quick come up. You like, nah, God, I know that you gonna give me what's intended for me when you feel like I'm ready to receive it. So you kept going. You kept cooking up that meal because you knew at the end your ass was gonna be eaten. See, you took time to put it together, chosen ones. You heard me. You took time to nourish your soul. You fed yourself. You understand me? You seen how far you truly could go. Now these individuals, again, they try to sell you out for karmic people with no souls. Now everybody at their tables hungry, looking at you, wishing that they could get those spaghetti stained bowls. Whole time it's a no-go. They gonna have to eat off themselves. See, when you try to tell them we can come together, that way we put our funds together, we can create more meals. They didn't want to do that. Right? When you try to tell them, listen, it ain't about what you got. We can get it together. It ain't about that you don't got this, well, I got that. You can do this and I can do that. Let's come together. Come with some solutions. They ain't want to come together and do that. Now they want to come to your table because they hungry. Oh, nah. No. You heard me. They was talking shit about you. No. You heard me. No. You did all of that. You sold your soul for some shit God was already going to give you. They sold their soul for something that was already guaranteed. And the price that they got for it was just like a couple G's. Do you know how golden you are, chosen ones? To the point that, again, you have abundance after abundance. Soon as this gets taken away, God replaces right. Man, listen. You will forever be favored. You will forever be able to find any solution. You don't have problems. You are the solution. That's why you feel, again, when I say you see darkness all around you because you're too busy being the light. Of course, everything looks dim when you are the light. That's why certain people was targeting you, and that's why certain people always wanted to fight. See, they knew you was like that, but you ain't see it because you didn't have the same views as them. You couldn't see you like they seen you. So what did they try to do is be you. And they try to sit there and get you to not be you so they can imitate you, thinking that they were still going to enter the same rooms as you. But again, God got that soul check like, shorty ain't my people. They like, God, so-and-so's at the door talking about they earned this abundance. They talking about they name is this. You like, huh? Something must have got switched. That's equivalent to them trying to play in your energy or portray like they you. Then all of a sudden, now they getting tested. They got to provide proof. That's equivalent to somebody sitting in your seats while you at that game or you in that airplane, so on and so forth. They sitting in your seat. And now you standing up trying to find a place to go. Then all of a sudden, who comes the director like, hey, nah, I need them tickets. Your ass gonna have to show. See, you did the right thing, so you just needed the right one to come and get their asses out your spot. See, when you show that ticket, that's like you showing your energy, your true intentions to the divine. God's like, oh, nah, that shit ain't adding. She said she was who? Dressed up like so-and-so. Oh, shorty said she the divine feminine. God like, who's the divine feminine? Like, yo, stop playing with me. They like, yo, so-and-so said that they was this. They was naming your name. Like, yeah, so-and-so. God's like, who? I know damn well that's equivalent to you seeing certain people that impersonate. Like, when they had that Drake impersonator, he was going to parties and shit impersonating Drake, getting paid. Or that Chris Brown looking like that was getting paid. Trying to look like, no. When people started looking like, hell no. The hell, we must have got the great value version. Like, what so-and-so wasn't available? And they like, no, this is them. You like, you can't, no. Try that shit again. They try to get your shit. God's like, ew. You are not it. You are not it. And people could say, well, how would God say ew? Just like you had family members that was funky and you walked past them and your ass still was grossed out. You still was gagging. No matter how much you loved with them, you knew that water and soap was lacking. You like, pill. I can love you, but love your ass from over there. See, I want you to realize, chosen one, reputation is everything. And one thing that you've always had the reputation for. You speak up for what's right when people try to shut you up. You spoke your truth. Equivalent to, again, them seeing you react when you was younger based upon that sibling that was poking you. You told your truth like, no, so-and-so ain't going to keep messing with me. You've always spoken up. They try to shut you up. Now you coming back into yourself and now your ass is standing up more. See, reputation is everything, chosen ones. Reputation is everything. See, I want you to realize that that's why God's about to give you everything. See, over the years when you ain't have a lot, you was down to your last 20 and you seen somebody else who needed it. That's equivalent to you having your last 20 and you seeing a homeless person and God speaks to you within like, hey, yo, give it to him. And you like, God, well, shit, God, I just prayed for this. Like, God, you want me to hand them this 20. Well, I just needed the 20 and I just asked you for it. And now you want me to give what you gave me to this person. God's like, listen, go ahead, give them that 20. I got you. Soon as you do, all of a sudden, you listen to what God tells you and he brings that double for you. How Drewski say, you know, we had to double it. You heard me? God was like, listen, because you out here hurt, feelings hurt, like what? Lip quivering and shit. You heard me? See, God is going to tell you who to help. And God's going to tell you who's hurting based upon people that was trying to help them. And they hurt the people that was helping. So now God is going to make... See, I want you to realize also, some people that's homeless, God won't put it on your heart to help them. Why? Because they're hurting. Because they hurt people that was helping. So now they don't get no help at all. They got to sit there and experience those loss. See, you don't know everybody's story. That's why you got to pay attention. Because you could be fueling they fuckery. This could be their judgment based upon what they did to their family, their wife, their kids, other people that they cross paths with. That could be their judgment. And you out here trying to help them. They're not going to learn no lessons. That's just like you keep telling somebody something's hot and they keep touching. Okay, get your ass burned. And I bet when you hear that little sizzle, your ass won't touch that shit no more. You heard me? Excuse me. I want you to realize something, chosen ones. Reputation is everything. So God asked you to come through at the time you didn't understand it, but you listened to what he told you to do. So that was you, again, helping this person. Smiling at something so simple as smiling into somebody. Opening the door for them. Saying, I love you. When you see they go through something. Offering a hug. Feeling somebody's energies off and just offering, hey, you all right? Even if they say, yeah, they good and don't want to open up to you, it's the fact that they know that you acknowledge that they was going through certain things too. So it's like you don't know what seeds that you've been planting this whole time. See, that person that you helped when they was hurting, they had to come up. Now all of a sudden, they going to come back and provide to you. You're that person where they go and they say, yeah, that teacher, when I was little, they told me I could do this and I went ahead and did it, and they give them recognition. See, you got to realize your reputation has been everything. You have a reputation. Yeah, you could say, I've been hurt time and time. This person did this person did that. But what has remained is you always find a way to give back, not get back. You give back. So therefore, you still have trusted the process. You still trusted in being a good person. You still, again, kept your morals, your manners, all of that. No matter who was giving that shit back, you kept that. So guess what? God has been watching. You about to get that call like, listen, I'm trying to tell you, some of y'all about to get homes willed to you from people that you don't even know, but you did something that helped them. You understand me? You may have saved their soul. You may have gave them that smile when they wanted to give up. You could have encouraged them to keep on with their music. Now they shit starting to blow up. I'm trying to tell you. You didn't plant the seeds, chosen ones. You didn't plant the seeds, and that is getting returned. You didn't went without, and you was still smiling. They like, yo, Shorty there's times Shorty didn't even have nothing to eat. There was times that Shorty didn't even have this, and they gave back. And what did God do? He matched that times 3. I'm trying to tell you, people have been talking highly about you. People that you don't know. People that you know, certain people that they connected to, certain friends of your foes. I'm trying to tell you, people been speaking very highly of you, whether or not you know it or not. It's going to get presented to you. It was all part of the divine plot. See, your reputation has carried you, and it's going to continue to, whereas these other people, their reputation has been scamming, lying, manipulating. And that is not going to carry them as far as you. If anything, that's consequences and karma that is truly starting to come through. See, their reputation that they were so focused on for the fuckery, because they wasn't trying to have you reputation of being a good person. They just wanted to try to be the best person so other people can sit there and put on a pedestal. They wanted people to worship them instead of worship God, and that's some shit that we will never do. They wanted people to see them as flashy, like they have cash, like they are that, when they really in lack. See, they wanted to put on this facade, but they didn't realize that that shit didn't match what was inside. At some point, they was going to have to show up and show people what they got. Now, the truth is showing too. They realizing that those people's blessings was just coming based upon the fact that they was connected to you. Certain things, shows the ones I'm trying to tell you, be patient with this. Don't allow these people to trick you out your position. You're not going to react, because had these people want to get you to try to fight them whole time, God's the one who's going to be fighting back. You heard me. Ain't no physical fight. They can say what they want. That shit don't hold no leverage. That shit don't hold no weight. They called you this. Cool, let them. Because let's make something make sense. If you, chosen ones, they are saying all these foul things about you. They say you're not a good person. You a hoe. You don't got finances. You this, you that. They saying all this stuff about you. I want you to take a moment and step outside of yourself to look at you. Look at you. Because one, they are attacking you based upon something that you can't see about you. Again, when you're so busy being the light, you feel like this darkness is attacking you when really you illuminating them. You're in control the whole time. They asses will never win. So take a step back. As soon as people start talking shit about you, saying certain things about you, smile. Because you know that you got some shit on you. You got some shit in you. I'm trying to tell you. You got some shit on you, which is your glow. You got that glow within you too. That's why it's starting to show. So if these individuals truly thought negatively like they say they do, then have you ever thought of somebody with the same mind that's going to continue to have those type of views? If I see something that I don't like, I'm going to look away. If I am in a situation that that doesn't appeal to me, then my ass is going to leave. I'm not going to stay. So if they steady looking at you, steady writing under your posts, saying certain negative things that's not true, if they steady doing all of these things instead of aligning what they truly are aligned with, then that means they live in a lie. Because that means something within you has triggered them, which most likely was your light. See, these individuals want to see, instead of asking you how you gained your frequency, how you illuminate and how they can become light too, they rather sit there and steady stay in their darkness and try to fight you. They ready steady trying to pull out your cord to take that light from you. Whole time they know God packed those batteries within you so they can pull that plug. But they ain't taking no light from you, boo. See, listen. When they pulled that plug, they ain't realized that they was pulling that plug on they light. That was an extension cord that you was providing to help them be illuminated. So when they call themselves pulling that plug, leaving you, shit, you pulled that plug, which was that energy from their asses too. And best believe whoever they went to ain't got light like you. So therefore now all their asses is in darkness. Can't see shit. They ain't got the same views as you, chosen ones. This your season. You heard me. Let them do them. You do you. You ain't got to talk about them, even though they talking about you. You ain't got to get back at them because God got your back. I'm trying to tell you. Don't get your hands dirty trying to match the energy of these people because you going to match them karma and consequences too. Keep it clean. You heard me. Keep it clean. Keep it cute. Do you. Be so consumed in you that you don't even know certain people are talking about you. Because I'm trying to tell you, when you finally lift your head up, God's going to have certain opportunities and people right in front of you. Whole time they was talking, you was tuned out. But now God's about to present it to you. Like, yeah, behind the scenes, so-and-so was orchestrating this for you. You ain't worried about what people was trying to do negative about you because you know that they going to be held accountable. You keep your hands clean. Just know when you walk away, certain karma comes to play. God's not going to get them unless you get away because the wrath that they going to get, I'm trying to tell you, that shit's going to be felt from a distance away. See, chosen one. Certain like a bomb that gets dropped, right? And you see how certain things ricochet and it goes miles and miles. Something that happened here can touch and affect the other world a different way. See, you gotta know when that wrath hit, they bloodline, they lineages, they gonna feel it. Those people that was crossing you, they people been pleading, they ancestors been pleading with your ancestors to take them out on behalf of you. Because they keep trying to get in their ear. And again, they allow some other dark entities to come through. That's equivalent to they gave up their body. So when they sold their soul, that's equivalent to they don't have access over it no more. So when they sold their soul, that was equivalent to them giving up their phone, giving their phone to somebody, right? Now that person either that has their phone, so anybody who calls, them calls don't come through. Certain people that's trying to get in contact with them, or if they needed to make certain emergency calls out to, they don't got access to that. So you keep calling and you keep getting that person who's stalling. You like, oh, all right. Now, again, people who sold their soul, that's equivalent to them. They sat there and allowed somebody else to have access, or some entity in a sense to have access over them. So therefore those calls ain't coming through. They can't call back. They can see it coming through, but they can only connect on Wi-Fi in a sense. So again, these people then gave up their bodies, then gave up their gifts for some shit that God was already going to give. But again, they didn't learn their lessons. You don't worry about it. You heard me. Don't worry about it. That's on them. You do you. Don't worry about what they doing. Get your ass from around them. You understand me? Your cause is clear now. That's it. When you was letting so-and-so hold your phone, they was sending certain shit to the end button. Similar like a toddler when they watching YouTube and somebody try to call you and they can't get through. See, these people, you was giving them your energy. You was giving them your gifts. You was giving them certain insights, certain shit that they wasn't supposed to get. See, when you took your stuff back, you started to see missed call here, voicemail from there, missed text messages too. Certain opportunities that been trying to get in contact with you. See, you starting to see certain things. Chosen one, you just had to take that phone back, which was that energy. These other individuals gave their whole phone away to some demonic frenemies. Y'all not the same, chosen one. Keep your mind clean. Shit's cleared now. How shorty walk away all around the world like, can you hear me now? Yes, they can. They can see. I'm trying to tell you. Chosen ones, you exactly where you supposed to be. Continue to be great. Listen, I got to get up off of here because I do got a few readings to go. All right? So please remember, 1, I'll never reach out to you for a reading. All right? You have to be ready to receive it because I'm not sugarcoating shit. I'm going to tell you about your mother, your brother, your sister, your lover. I'm going to tell you about your ass too. I'm going to tell you based upon what God tells me to tell you and what comes through. So again, when you're ready to receive, the link's in my bio. If you see any false or fake accounts, because there's other TikTok accounts too that try to impersonate me and try to reach out to you, please report these pages so nobody else gets scammed. All right? I only got 1 TikTok, I only got 1 Instagram, and I only got 1 YouTube. All right? They're the only social medias I have. 1 TikTok, 1 YouTube, 1 Instagram. The link is in my bio. If you ever get confused, click the link in my bio. Click to Instagram, click to TikTok, click to YouTube, and it's going to take you directly to my page, all right? So please, you see any fake pages, block their ass. Don't allow them to scam you because they try to play in your energy, and that's some shit we not about to do, all right? I love you so much. I'm going to upload this live a little later on YouTube. Turn your notifications on. But I want to say this, like, real talk, I love y'all so much, all right? I appreciate all y'all's love, all y'all's likes. You know, I be focused over here. Because when I look towards y'all, I be picking up heavy energy. You understand? So I got to stick to what God initially told me to tell you. But just know, I feel you. I appreciate you. I love you. All the gifts, all the likes, all the shares, subscribes, donations, I appreciate you. All the messages y'all send, all the posts y'all tag me in, I appreciate you. I love you. You heard me. I love you. I'm proud of you. We going to continue to do anything we set our mind to. Your mind's the manifester, baby. Allow you to project blessings and abundance to come through. I love you so much. Y'all continue to be great. If you need me, you know how to reach me, babies. Be great.